breathing is magical. This is Mark. I'm not a magician, and I'm not a doctor, even though I worked in hospitals for 25 years. But breathing is one of the quickest, simplest ways to improve your mental health. In this video, we're going to talk about what actually happens to your body when you deep breathe. We're going to look at 3 very specific types of breathing, and then I'm going to show you one way to improve your state of well-being in 30 seconds. Breathing isn't going to fix everything having to do with your mental health, but daily deep breathing will definitely help you. And it's not magic. There's science behind the breathing. If you look at the chart, it actually changes things physically in your body. Increasing your oxygen flow, that's good for the body. The pH level, that's alkalinity, and you can actually measure it after some breathing exercises and see that it changes. I think one that's really interesting to me is the nervous system. Within your nervous system, there's 2 parts. One is the fight or flight response, and the other is a rest and relax response. Those 2 things can't happen at the same time. So anytime you can bring your body into a rest and relax state, you're shutting off that fight and flight, and that's where anxiety comes in. If you do diaphragmatic breathing, which we'll talk about in a minute, you actually reduce muscle tension. Well, part of that is if you do shallow breathing in your chest, you're using muscles that don't need to be used to breathe. And so that's causing stress in your shoulders and in your neck. If you do the diaphragmatic breathing, you're using muscles that were meant for breathing, the diaphragm.
So the diaphragm is right in here under your rib cage, and that's the muscle you want to be using when you deep breathe. That's the one you want to see moving when you take a deep breath. You don't want movement in the shoulders or in the chest. On my channel, there's a breathing playlist, and there's a video about diaphragmatic breathing, and then there's another one about abdominal breathing, and I actually prefer that. And this is the one I use every day. It actually utilizes your diaphragmatic or abdominal breathing, but it's a full exercise. It's called the Wim Hof guided breathing. On my breathing playlist, a video and it's the one that I watch when I do this exercise. You'll do 30 breaths in and out, and then on the last one, you blow the breath out, hold it for 30 seconds, a minute, minute and a half, and then you take a deep breath at the end, in, and you hold it for 15 seconds. And it's an amazing. My wife and I are both doing it, and it just makes us feel so much better every morning. So watch that video, and then I'm going to make a video just on the Wim Hof breathing. And this is your 30-second quick fix for mental health. Anytime you're feeling panicked or just need to release some tension, take 30 seconds. Do some deep breathing your way. And while you're breathing, think about something peaceful. Or as you'll see at the end of this, you could also add some affirmation to your breathing. I use peace be still. You could use whatever you want. Now here's just a simple example of how to add an affirmation to your deep breathing. On the intake, you're going to say peace. And then on the outtake, you're going to say be still.